Okay, so today we're going to do something cool. Just finished a mix, so I normalize my board, meaning we have time to mess around. What we're going to do is we're going to hear 12 compressors. 11 of them stereo, and then 1 mono. We're going to go through them all, and it's all going to be on the drum bus. So let me show you what I got going on. In the box, I have all my drums, and I did an in-the-box mix, meaning I set the levels, and I used a couple plugins. I got this SSL channel on the kick, snare, and toms, but I'm only using the gate for that. No EQ or nothing, no compression. And then on the snare, I have this cool new EQ, which is the SIEQ. It's an old Siemens EQ replica, and that's just giving a little bit of brightness. Besides that, nothing going on in the drums. I have an auxiliary set up for a drum bus, returning the channels 25 and 26 on my console. So let's do this. So all those drums you see in the box are spread out across the board with no hardware on it at all, except for the drum bus compressor that we're going to hear. We're going to go through all of them. Kick in, kick out, snare top, snare bottom, tom, floor tom, stereo overhead left and right, hats, mono room, stereo room left and right. And then if I slide you down here, I have the drum bus returning to channel 25 and 26. We're going to go through all the compression and hear each one on the drum bus. Besides that, I'm not using any hardware on these drums. Some of this compression, I just dialed it in really fast because I'm going through a lot here, and we just want to hear what each compressor is doing. Some compressors are better at other things. Some compressors are better on the whole mix. Some compressors are better just on a kick and a snare. All these compressors were dialed in fast, and we're just going to hear them. Some are going to be louder than others. Some are going to be compressing more than others. Some are going to be nasty smashing. I just dialed them in. I didn't try and be consistent really with anything. DBX 160 VUs on the drum bus. All this is the drum bus. DBX 162, we're going to hear the germaniums. We're going to hear the distressors. We're going to hear the fatso. We're going to hear the API 2500. We're going to hear the Allen Smart. We're going to hear the Dynamite. We are going to hear a pair of 1176 F-Revs. And we are going to hear the DBX 160 XTs, DBX 160 As, and then the mono compressor, we're going to hear the gate stay level. All of these compressors are going to be a stereo bus coming out, hitting the compressor, returning the 2 channels, except for the gate stay level. At that point, I'm going to come out mono. I'm going to bus out mono, hit the gate stay level, and then return it to a mono channel, channel 24. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hear the drums with no bus compression. This is just the drums straight up on the console. being that I own these compressors and I use them every mix for multiple different things, some are better for drums than others. Some are really awesome at one thing, but not really good at a lot of things. And some are good at a lot of things and just overall great all-around compressors. The DBX 160XT, 160A, surprisingly, for how low cost they are, they sound just as good as compressors that cost 5 times as much. But with that being said, there's more control or different options. What we heard here is a small fraction of what these compressors could do. You could dial them in heavy to smash, very lightly just to kiss, just to sort of get movement, change time. Compressors change time, all right? So I have to say there's a reason why I use the API 2500 on my drum bus a lot. I just like what it does. It's clear, it's punchy. Where the Fatso it has more muff to it. It's the only way I can describe it. It's more muffled sounding, but has that cool fatness to it. Not as punchy, more smooth sounding. The germs are just gooey. I usually use those on guitars because with strings, they're awesome. So I use these compressors for a lot of different things. Then you get a compressor like the Dynamite that just smashes the shit out of it. I wouldn't put that on drum bus, but I wanted to do it here so you could hear it. I put that on drum room. If you want to smash a drum room, the Dynamite's the way to go. So, I mean, these things are just awesome on so many different things that it's hard. You can't get it in one video. You just can't. So that's all the compressors. We went through 12 of them. 11 stereo and 1 mono, the gate stay level. So let me know what you think. And thanks for watching the video.